And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in Whiskerwood. We're still in spring of year 4. We got a lot of stone in stockpile. Most of the other stuff we're doing a pretty decent job of moving as we generate it. And to be fair, stone, it's not that we don't have uses for stone. We got lots of stone uses. It's that because we're leveling the mountain over here, we're getting a lot of raw stone. We don't necessarily have infinite capacity to cut it into usable blocks. Okay, I think I've got the bars I need for my last slide. There we go. Now we just need to give these guys time to farm out all the cotton fields. And we're waiting for people to be trained to work you. I'll probably swap that one over to brass. In fact, actually, let's decide that one is brass. Yes, I do need more copper for various things, but we're going to want to start stockpiling up brass as well. So we'll run the 2 that we currently have operational on copper, make the 3rd one brass. Eventually, I think we're going to need like 1 running on copper constantly, 1 running on 1 or 2 running on brass constantly. Because at some point we're going to be one. Well, right now we're running the 1 in copper is being used making scissors indirectly. Camp idle, mining camp. Okay, that's fair. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna turn some of that stone again into improving houses. Now that we've got a stockpile here, hopefully a little bit more of the clothing-related goods stay in the rough area of the the netter and the flax spinner and such, so it's not running across the entire island. Like the only stuff that should be running across the island is excess flax being broken down to the weavers, the rough clothing down here, woven cloaks down here. Oh, our students are done. Okay, let's work on that quickly. So I'm actually going to change the teacher here. Oh, we've had stuff set to craft master. I think the craft masters can do apprentice jobs. Yeah. Oops. Slightly overtrain them for the job. So you're both going to become... Be replaced with Farmer, Farmer Guild. Did I only have the 1 Farmer Guild? I only had the 1 Farmer Guild. But I had 2. Yeah, never mind. Just go up there in the front. But yeah, I need to do a combination of put housing where jobs are, put jobs where it makes sense, slowly reorganize the island. We kind of grew out and around the island because that was where the empty space was, which results in us having pollution-generating things in weird spaces. We got like 600. I think the approval went down a bit. Now that it's warmed up enough, the top two is food. They'd like higher quality food and hard labor. Well, this is a colony, so hard labor is to be expected. No, I don't suspect the gatherers over here are particularly efficient. They're probably doing a lot of walking. Tax collector has arrived. Once again, all the cotton goes. We'll get down to like 150 fish. Okay. Now we're at the point where we need to start selling ore. Getting a little uncomfortably low on the copper, actually. Might move the iron ore instead. Because we don't have the ability to smelt it yet, at least. Here we go. Whisker ships, bringing more whiskers. Gonna go and do a reroll here. Gifted teacher would be too bad, but that's the only good thing. Maybe not. Yeah, we'll do another reroll. Heavy content, consider it healthy. Okay. We're not gonna be grabbing a lot here, which is probably fine. We got a decent number of people who are awaiting more advantageous employment, I suppose. Build a house here, so we've got some place for these guys to live that's reasonably close by. That is outside the radius of that farm. Maybe not the optimal placement, because at some point we might want to farm in here. Although we did kind of work out earlier. Obviously, wouldn't be that bad for berries. It's not a good place for flax. We're not really bothering with berries. Could do cotton there, but that's not actually in range of our existing farmers. Also a little hard to tell it sometimes whether we're working the farmers hard enough. I don't need the fuel. Cut stone's tempting, but I think we're gonna go reroll here. Yeah, we'll take this. Bread and iron bars. The machinery you can use to pay off the pirates when the pirates show up. Oh, they should go around the armor spots. You know, we grabbed another farmer, so let's get another farmer assigned. I think that sends the ship off. In theory, that might bring the next one in if there's another ship due today. And there it is. We got the supply ship coming in. Okay. Again, we're gonna go the middle one. Because we can actually make use of some stuff, the middle one. Okay, the earth worker is done filling the holes in. I think that's the only place we need to fill in holes right now, so we're just gonna fire all the workers, and we're just gonna shove this over someplace in case I want it sometime later. And then mine tool-wise, I think we're safe to do a cut like that, right? Oop, no, we're not. Oops. It's not that row. That way we can keep it all hypothetically farmable, let's say. And then we are getting to the point where I think it is time to put a farm building in here. Although let's check how close to the entrance can we actually bring the farm, the field. Okay, so this sort of entry area isn't going to be farmable. That's totally fine. We know there's going to be a farmer in here. So putting, say, a blockhouse in that area, so he's got someplace to, you know, live is not a bad plan. Okay. Now, this isn't necessarily perfect. We do have copper ores in here that we'd probably like to mine out at some point. Gold as well, but it'll work. Slightly move you more effectively cover what we want to mine. That'll work. Okay. Then over here, let's put some small... Oh, you're only one floor. So I gotta go real small. I gotta go small storage shed. Yeah, we'll do like shed, 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 and shed. Provide some storage. Oh, and you're double story as well, so it'd have to be a bonfire. Keep the house warm. Okay. Some coal available there. Yeah, I'm going to resist the urge to mine the gold out of the middle of my field. Okay. That should get you mining again happily. Yeah. Upgrade. Upgrade. Oops. Get a couple upgrades like that in. Again, still lots of houses to improve. And of course, everything new we build is obviously not upgraded. Because stone is the bottleneck there. The cut stone is the bottleneck. Although I don't... Because it's a transient problem, right? As we catch up, we won't need as much stone cutting. I don't feel like it's a good idea to necessarily get even more stone cutting. We got the smuggler coming in tomorrow, so we can sell some stuff off to the smuggler. Sifting tower makes 21 fuel per coal. So I think that's an up conversion. Well, it's an up conversion, it's a down conversion. It makes it a little more complicated. I'm thinking if I convert coal, which we normally sell to the Whiskers at 8 each, into 21 fuel, we sell the fuel to the smuggler at 3 each. So it's like 63 value. So that sounds initially as a very good up conversion. But then it's complicated by the fact that you're down converting to gold bar? Yeah. That'll look complicated. It still probably makes sense to sell the fuel rather than the coal. Yeah, we sell the fuel for 3. So it probably makes sense to turn coal into fuel, sell the fuel for gold bars, sell the gold bars for the taxes. Here we go. We'll pick up 8 bars here, which is a decent amount. In theory, enough actually to pay the current taxes, although we'll have other requirements by then. Taxes will go up in 2 days. Diligent wouldn't be too bad. Inquisitive Compassionate's not too bad. Yeah, I'm seeing 3 here that we want to take at least. We'll take those ones. We're not going to do a reroll. Thoughtful's not bad. Rebellious would be an issue. We had a lot of monarchists. We don't. So we'll take you. Inquisitive. Took most of the ship load here. Okay. I'd also be interested in getting some housing near the sawmills. We got 6 people living over there. Well, 7 if you include the fire tender. It's not done being built yet. The components are on the way, so it won't be long. Yep, there's the coppersmith recipe. I'm not very interested in less canned food. Well, canned food we haven't seen to be sellable. So canned food, like yeah, you're converting one unit of food into 3. Canned food, I don't think it's that useful. Although it does apply for sea travel. Maybe I'm misreading that. Let's do bronze nails, and then hopefully by then we got enough copper or enough bronze saved up. We can do research tier 2. I'll look at access to things like the blast furnace for converting our iron ore. Although maybe we don't rush. No, we probably do because we need that for the steam infrastructure. Getting specifically steam radiators, I think, will be real useful. Fertilizer wouldn't be too bad either. Oh, gold. You get the gold ore converted. Yeah, that makes sense. To be fair, I probably have some, because we've had it going for a while. We probably have some bronze stored up. The easiest way to check is to go to where the recipe... Ah, I did not set the recipe. I meant to set the recipe. Why can't I change the recipe? Because you're missing inputs. Oh no, because I did change it. It is set, right? Never mind. I'm misreading it. So that's making bronze. We've got no bronze. We're missing inputs. I have no tin. That's an interesting predicament. Let's see, can I find where... the tin ore might be. So presumably the island here that we're leveling does not contain any tin, if we're not getting any tin. Probably means I need to go to a different island then. That's iron, that's potash. I just assumed with the leveling of the island that I'd have some tin. Apparently, I'd be wrong. I guess we're not doing bronze anytime soon because I haven't found any tin. There's some tin ore in the hill over there, okay. I'll have to relocate one of the miners over there to do some tin mining then. That's rock salt. I'm not too worried about the rock salt right now. Tin, on the other hand, apparently we need desperately. That is more tin. Hopefully that's a fairly large vein that we're mining. That's more rock salt. Okay, so this island is rock salt and tin. Although it's not super visible, so we might have a little bit of trouble trying to mine it out in the future. Well, this is going to be an expensive conveyor belt if I'm going to run the conveyor belt all the way across the island. Oof. No, we're just going to manually deliver this. I was tempted, and I think the price says nay. Our guys are mostly getting what they want. Somebody should go around and put more decorations out. The decorations, I think, speed them up. Or, well, they enjoy seeing the decorations. With the exception of the claw visage. Although apparently we're getting more than 100 approval a day, so I think we're golden for the moment. Any other farmer types? Apprentice, sure. Not the ideal one, but that'll be fine. There's mushrooms, and with all our changes here, this is now prime mushroom fertility range. At some point when we get steam, we'll probably want to carve in here to bring a steam line in. Keep the mushroom field heated. Copper and tin. Is there a way I can tell you? Yeah, that should work. So basically saying, hey, bring 40 tin here, I think is what I've just told it to do. Only store copper, tin, and bronze. Bring me 40 tin. So then these guys, who arguably we haven't been... We've had 2 people assigned here and they've not been doing any work. That's maybe not optimal. They now actually have a job, which is transport tin from this side of the island to the other side of the island. Okay, that should start supplying us with some tin. It'll be a bit of an effort to get across the island, but that's what I get for not realizing the island that we were leveling had no tin on it. It's full of potash and iron. The potash will be happy for when we start fertilizing fields, and the iron for when we're doing bar making. Iron bars. So the steam industry will be happy. Okay. Tax collector should be showing up tomorrow. And we should be more than ready for that, right? Yeah, in theory we should be able to pay it all with just cotton alone. Which is why we've been growing the cotton, why we've massively expanded the cotton fields. I suppose I could be making furniture, I believe. We've got the carpenter recipe for that. Oh no, I don't have the carpenter recipe for that. We need the bronze nails for that. Could be making wooden devices, which I think is the catalyst for one of the recipes. Here's the tax ship. Again, let's, I'll actually keep the fish. Let's sell the cotton first. Yes, we got enough cotton to basically meet the minimum requirements in the taxes. We'll sell some of the fish. It'll cover just enough with the coal to hit the next level. There we go. Here's the supply ship. Again, I think we're going to go with the middle one. The machinery is something we're probably just going to end up giving to the pirates. We got a little bit more machinery than we need. Oh, I could probably turn trash burning off. Get the bakery as one over two. That sounds like a plan. You're now fetching resources, so we now have the tin in system. Cool. One of our camps are idle. The mining camp. That mining camp. Mine tool. So we try to chase the tin ore into the mountain. Oh, there happens to be some copper over here as well. I don't happen to have a replacement for you. I do. Yeah, let's replace you. It says fetching resource. I think it's actually doing the opposite. I think it's delivering, because it's got enough there in theory to do the reaction multiple times, but... Oh, that might have actually just been fetching. Okay. Woodcutter. Okay. That kind of makes sense. We've cleared the wood out on that level. And yeah, this island has a lot of trees. It's very vertical, so it's not going to be the most mineable of accessible trees. Oh, we got some copper over there, or some tin over there to mine as well. Okay, we're carving into the side of the mountain, just chasing the tin. Ooh, it looks like we should be getting some actual mushroom yields. I might try getting a dedicated skewer place going. Right now it's 3 to 5. If we change it to the skewers, it's still 3 to 5, but we get a better output. Day 97 has ended. I think I'll go one more day and then we'll bring this part to a close. Summer of year 4. In theory, we should be getting... Well, in theory, we should actually have some brass now. And bronze now. 5 in storage, yeah. Okay. As soon as we're done with the bronze nails here, we'll start trying to tier up. The pirates have given us their demands. Couple different ways that we can deal with it. The easiest, I think, for us right now is we've got a lot of machinery. Take my machinery. I'm gonna woven cloak. Go away, pirates. We have a supply ship and a whisker ship coming in. That supply ship's probably gonna give us most of those parts back. Whisker ship first, though. Educated. Rebellious is fine, because we don't have a monarchist. Wouldn't want to take the monarchist, then. Sure. We got people we can take here. Content not full. Okay, so not very many people, but that's fine. Refuse the rest. And we already had the housing for it because I put 2 inside, and I think I put some housing over there for them. So we've got housing. It just might not be in the right place, but that's fine. Supply ship, and yeah, supply ship's gonna basically show up and give us like half that machinery back. At some point I should go through all the mining locations, make sure they're being worked by, you know, miners. The mining guild works the mining locations. Oh, there's a different swap. So now all the mining camps are being worked by the miners, which has freed up another farmer to work the farms, which frees up another miner to work mines. Hmm. 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so we've got all our farms have got farmers working them, which is good. I presume the lumberjacks are the same. We got... Oh, no, we don't. Let's get you assigned to the right one. Diligent. Oops. Okay, my basic resource extraction is now all worked by the right type of people. I think you... Well, no, you still got a bunch of berries left. You've got the right type of people assigned to you. You got the right type of people assigned to you. Okay. And then we want to replace you with the fisher, or the... Well, the farming guild, which the food guild. We have one. There we go. That should optimize the fishing docks. At this point, I don't think I have any more people to assign to the smokery. Yeah, if we had more fisher people, it'd be or farming guild. Smokeries could use improvements. And then both junkyards set up right. Assume that's the case with both sawmills. Yeah. Cafe can be anything. We got a miner in it right now, which is fine. What about the fire tenders? Looking mostly to see if we got random farming guild, because we know we got farming guild that we need swapped. No. I think we got farming guild working all with the farming guild jobs. Farm, fishing dock, smokery, fishing, farm, fishing dock. Yeah, it looks like that. Yeah. So, if I would like to have more working on fishing, that's too bad because they're full. We've got fishermen, or we've got all the farming types assigned to the right type. You could have anyone assigned to you, but you've got that person assigned to you, that's fine. That's all assigned reasonably well. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Well, that's the place where we're looking for more fishermen or more farming guild. We know the farming guild's tapped out of farming members. You've got some scissors going. At some point, we want to be making more coppersmiths to work on the other goods, but that is what it is. Plumber's doing his job. That's fine. That's fine. Now that I know about this tool, this is a convenient tool. So one of our ore places has someone who could potentially be swapped out for a miner, I believe. Yeah. Cafe doesn't matter, fire tender doesn't matter, medical triage doesn't matter. Okay. So we've got a surplus of engineers, miners, small number of explorers. No surplus farmers, no surplus... Well, no surplus farmers is the last category left, so that's the category we're out of. We got another woodcutter. Okay, I think I know how I'm gonna do this. So, if I can clear out there, they can start working over there. Again, we still want the the lumber cutting guys just to clear cut places, the woodcutters, even though we got a small tree farm over here. And yeah, this is kind of highlighting why this is not a good idea, a good place for the smoking, because the prevailing wind direction is this way, so it's just blowing the smoke into the poor houses there. Okay, that should make that complaint go away. The woodcutter's back to complain. That woodcutter's back to complaining. Solve one problem, make a different problem. Okay. Although in this case, it's I have multiple woodcutters, so. New ships arrive tomorrow. The day after tomorrow, we got smuggler arriving, followed by the tax collector. Hopefully in that order. It might be the other way around, and we have to pay the taxes before the smuggler, but we'll see. Okay, day 98 has ended. Oh, and yeah, we're definitely getting plenty of approval. There's even maybe an argument that I should be making trinkets just to burn through some of the approval, especially if I'm not that interested in grabbing more whiskers. But yeah, here's where we're going to go ahead and put the part break in. If you're watching on YouTube, there will be another part up tomorrow. If you're watching on Twitch, feel free to hang around. I'm going to take a break to make a new cup of tea and to figure out who's been texting me. I think I know why they haven't been texted, but I'm going to check up on that during the break. So if you're watching on YouTube, again, part of tomorrow. If you're watching on Twitch, I hope you've been enjoying. There will be another 2 parts recorded during this stream tonight. So until the next part, wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part, and bye for now.